Mr. Mbenenge, let's first discuss the word bye. When this lady said bye, don't you think she was cutting the conversation?
Which conversation? The word bye can mean a lot of things. And you must never take it out of context. When somebody say bye, to my own understanding, we might have, our own understanding as bye. So to me, she was not cutting a conversation. She's a woman. She's clearly indicating that she still wants to talk and she wants me to be a gentleman and to keep going with the conversation. You can't, tell me and impose on me that bye in a conversation simply means that she's ending a conversation. She was not. Perhaps you have your own way of, analyzing this whole thing. But for me, when I saw that bye, I believed that she just wanted me to continue with the conversation.
But then, in common sense, when someone says bye to you, they mean stop. They mean we are done.
No, not in my world. Somebody might say, somebody can say bye, and immediately after saying bye, they slap somebody. So don't come with your own analysis of bye to me in a conversation, because we're talking in this context. I don't know if you understand your prefix, if I'm quite sure, because if you are certain about what you're telling me, you'll be saying that if somebody says bye and they immediately slap somebody, then you will go and conclude that the word bye is associated with slapping somebody immediately after. Because in this case, you believe that when somebody says bye, it means it's the end of the conversation, close case.
Well, okay, now let's talk about the...
No, but I want you to understand this whole context. Are you telling me that if you see somebody saying bye and slap somebody with a hot slap, then you will then conclude that bye will go together with a slap? Because in this case, you are forcing me to believe that bye means end.
Yes, it is.
So you want to tell me if somebody says bye to you now and you die, so you will then conclude that bye, it is a word associated with death. That is what you are telling me.
Yes, that person is the last time we will be seeing that person. So,
No, but Honorable, we must understand something here. You can't come and impose that on me. You can't say that when somebody says bye to me is the end of things.
It is the end of things.
It is the end of
we
the
are
world.
Departing. It means we are done talking about whatever we're talking about.
Where do you get that analogy? That
can
somebody
we move
says bye means to...
Can we move forward with this?
No, but we need to get to the core base and to the bottom of this. We need to understand why you're saying that when somebody says bye, then they will conclude it is.
Can we please talk about the nudes? My question is, didn't she send you
which nudes?
Nudes.
Which nudes?
Her nudes.
I did receive nudes, but it was semi-nudes.
From who?
No, from her. It was a semi-nudes. I did receive nudes, but I was not quite.
What do you mean semi-nudes?
She was sending. From the point I've got here, if you go to, let us go to the section, 3A. If you check on 3A, she is sending. I've asked her for nudes, and I want to understand something. In your own understanding, when a woman sends you pictures of her nudes, what does that mean? What does that mean? Do you want to tell me that now you can just stand up and come to this court, and then I ask you in this court?
Did you ask for those nudes?
I did ask for the nudes. I'm a guy. I'm a gentleman. I'm a player. This woman that we are talking about, let me tell you something that you don't know about.
So it means
we are talking about the same woman who removed my pictures on the wall. She was asked about her colleagues. They asked her that, why did you remove the pictures of Mr. Mbenenge on the wall? And she says, that Madala is very cute and she is disturbing me. So somebody who will go around telling her colleagues that I'm very cute, I took it as a compliment. We are discussing two adult people who are having, pleasure on their spare times, and we are here in this courtroom. We are using South African resources to address two people's nakedness. You were not there when everything was happening. This is a court of law, and you need me to discuss my nakedness, right? you know, on the eyes
With
of
your
South Africans.
nakedness,
What is the public saying
with
about this?
your nakedness with
Staff
member in the office of your profession.
It can be a staff member, but I've never in that office.
And the boundaries that you are not supposed to cross.
Contact. I've always conducted myself in a higher manner.
Can we please give each other time to speak? And I'm asking you a question. My question is, isn't there boundaries that prevent you to be flirtatious with staff members in the office of your profession?
Who said I was flirting? Okay,
the conversation you were having, the conversations that I'm seeing on from your texts suggest what I'm asking you.
I was flirting right after I have spoken, to the complainant. Me and complainant, we've had a relationship prior me starting the flirtation.
There's no need to shout. Can you please?
I'm not shouting. I'm simply addressing the matter that you are saying I was flirting. I cannot just. Do you think a person of my caliber, I can just stand up and start flirting with a woman without knowing her personally? We've had personal relations before.
But then she works in your office.
Then she works in my office, but we are two human beings. We are matured and we are adults. It does not matter what will happen in the lodge after hours. I've never done anything wrong in that office. I've never. I've always, conducted myself with respect. I've always knew that my office have, rules that we are obliged to obey. There are rules and regulations that I know that I must always, adhere to. So now you are telling me that I was flirting. I'm telling you, it happened, right after the stages of meeting with her and knowing her.